Hey, what's going on everyone? Welcome your faces to a brand new vlog where you're tuning in to see what can happen next. And today we're doing something a little bit different on the channel today, which we haven't done before and I've wanted to do, and I thought it was the right time to do it, which is do some baking in the kitchen because I've got a whole kitchen to use and I've got a whole house to make content. I don't just have to do the garden, I don't just have to do shit around the house. We can have some fun with baking. And we're going to make some cookies today, which I've never done before, and it will save me a lot of money in the future because if you don't know, I've got a weird obsession with cookies. So why pay other people to make cookies for me when I can just make it myself? So I can make weird ones like mini eggs, Kinder Bueno ones. I can make anything I want if I can get the perfection down for baking. So I'm not going to be doing this on my own. I will be having some help with this because Kirsty is very, very good at all this sort of stuff and got expertise because she has made cookies before. So Kirsty will be helping. She's just lurking over the shadows at the moment. So we're going to jump into it. So it should hopefully be a very straightforward procedure from what YouTube told me. So we'll see. But that's why I've got the expert here as well, Kirsty. She's going to help along the way. So let's jump into it with preparing stage one, which is just adding shit to a bowl. Right, so I think the first thing we need is to weigh the salt, unsalted butter, which is here. So we need 150 grams of it. There is a little bit of a thing to this as well. We had to go out and buy some scales because we had some scales which we inherited when we moved in, and basically we've realised they're over 15 years old and they basically were dead. So we went out the way and brought some new ones, and they were the last ones in the shop, which I'll roll the clip now showing it was the last pair of scales on the shelf.
Literally the last one on the top shelf. Meant to be.
Yeah, so that was basically the last set of scales we had. Yeah, it was meant to be. And they look about 20,000 years old. To be fair, the box looked like very fainted. You might not see it on camera, but
It's been bleached by the sun.
yeah, it's been re-bleached because we got it from a garden centre. So they look like they've been there for a long time, and the actual thing as well is a bit cracked. So I think these will do for today, but we might have to look into some new ones in the future. Yeah, so we need 150 grams of butter. There we are. So we've got the butter in there, which is what we need for that. So there's a little bit left over, so we'll use that on the next round of cookies that we do. I would say that's quite enough because I know there was going to be a little bit left because the packet itself is like.
Well, there's 40 left.
Yeah, so yeah, I'll say that's about right now. Here we are. We've got the butter. Then next we need 50 grams of sugar. Into the bowl you go.
Put that back on top. Set it back to 0.
Into the bowl it goes. Alright, that's that. So we need 50 grams of sugar. Where I step in new, I can do. Right, almost there. Alright, just one more. That should do it. Yeah, I'm happy with that. That is 50 grams. Right, so next up we need 100 grams of brown sugar. So shut that in with that. Don't need 100 grams of this. 500. So technically we should get like a good amount.
1/5 of it.
Yeah, just need a little bit more. There we go. And we still have some left for next time. Right, so then that will go in that. This is the fun part now. We've got to do some mixing. So I've got to mix all of that in with the butter. Wish me luck. So we need spoons. All this little scoop like I saw somebody use on a video. This sort of scoop stuff. So I've just got to mix it. So it goes all like sort of creamy, but I don't know how soft that butter was for the woman who made it on the YouTube video, but
Yeah, you're meant to leave it out to get to room temperature. So we should have left. Well, we did leave it out when we went shopping. But...
yeah, true. We did leave it out because obviously we had to go out and get the scales. So it's slowly breaking down, but I think definitely with the butter, I think the trick would be in the future warm it up maybe a little bit in the microwave first, so it's a little bit more squidgy. Right, it's getting there slowly. Kirsty's going to show me how mixing's done. Right, so we're still going out in a minute. Kirsty's just preparing the next stage, which is 1 egg and 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. It's slowly coming out. I'd say the texture's definitely getting there, but just the butter.
Too chunky.
He's a chunky boy. So Kirsty's now just going to add the flour in, weighing up the flour. So that's going to go all together at one point, but this needs to be mixed in its own bowl for now. So that's why it's good to have some help. 180 grams of flour. But yeah, always a thing if you ever do baking yourself. Apparently, which I got told, it's always better to have more than less. If you've got less, then obviously not going to have the full thing, but if you've got more, then it doesn't matter. But obviously, not a stupid amount more. I've got to say, this is good now, because I think...
Oh, yes, it's really getting there.
Yeah, really, the texture has changed so much in this. Still little bits, but what compared to what it was. So I say the course of like the mixing just this bit, it's probably taken about 5 minutes, so it's not long. Feels longer, but right. You reckon we can go to the next bit now? Kirsty's got to do a last little touch, second opinion. Yep, that's a second opinion there, so that's good to know.
Right, so that's egg and vanilla extract.
Yep.
And then so pour that in.
So like I said, 1 egg, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract.
You didn't say to like beat the egg or anything beforehand, and it's
No.
egg whites and yolk.
Not the YouTube video told me to. It was honestly the best part of the YouTube video ever. It's like 2 minutes long. I was like, oh my god! I thought it was going to be like a 20-minute tutorial telling me, but like no, straightforward, straight to the point. Unlike this video, it's going to be like, God knows how long. But yeah, so I can mix that all together now. We don't have enough bowls, so we're having to improv another bowl. So all the flour and that goes in one. I think it's with the salt and all that as well.
Baking soda and salt.
Yeah, so that all goes together.
So it's all the dry material.
Yeah. And once all that bowl's done, it goes into it, then we mix it together. So Kirsty's just adding in the baking powder now, which is how much is the baking powder?
3/4 of a teaspoon. Now we've got bicarbonate of soda.
Yeah, same thing. I did Google it, so like I picked up that, but Google said when it says this, it basically means baking soda. So Google said so. So
And then half a teaspoon of salt.
half a teaspoon of salt's going in.
We have these little measuring things.
Yeah, honestly, we bought these. Where did we get them from?
I don't know.
I can't remember, but yeah, we've got these little scoop things, and
Probably the
Got-
range.
yeah, it might be a range or IKEA or something like that, but they're like a little measurement thing up here. It's got a scoop down here, and loads of them.
And
All
they're
different
magnetic,
measurements.
so they all sit together.
They do, all magnetic. Very good purchase, very, very good. So if you ever see them, pick them up. So my texture, the egg's proper mixed in now. Kirsty's got to start mixing the flour. Kirsty's got all the salt, baking powder and flour. And once that's all mixed in nicely, then I believe then, oh yeah, so add half, yeah, so we have to add half of that in, the flour, mix that in and add the other half after. Then we add basically the chocolate buttons and shape into balls. So, is that all mixed? Are you happy with that? So you want to add half of that in. So that's it in half of it at the moment, so mix that in. Yeah, chuck in the other half. Because where this is so floppy, it just bends. It's not really...
You will need it again for the start of this.
Oh yeah, I know. I want to try this. But do it gently. Gently. I just said gently. Gently. In there. Mixing in. Plan them out. That's the only thing with this YouTube tutorial is you didn't really say precisely how many I can get, like how many balls. Right, I want to say that's done really well. Texture wise, everything's. You say you're happy with that? So white chocolate buttons going in. So we're going for white chocolate because Kirsty loves white chocolate cookies. So that was part of the negotiations. I was going to make cookies. It had to be white chocolate. I do have some milk chocolate ones which we will do at some point. Off camera thing.
Do we need more chocolate chip?
I don't think so.
I think we do. Always more.
More is better than less.
Did you say that before?
Yes, more is better.
You dare use my own spells against me.
But honestly, when you're just chucking shit at this stage, like from what I gather, you just chuck anything in. So if you want to add Kinder, Biscoff, anything you bloody want, I'm assuming. So that's what we'll do in the future when I try some like other wacky ones.
White chocolate and raspberry.
I don't think we can do that. There's no limits. I would like to try like some like weird, bloody, funky way stuff. Like, right, so that is all of them all mixed in now. I can't get any more. So it's the case now. We've got to roll it into balls. Got the tray here, so. So that's sort of. We shall see how many we get. This is the thing as well, like, well, like one of the times like, I've got into cookies, like we've been to like a lot of like food places and you get so many different characters of cookies, which is quite fun. So they don't have to be a particular size. No, we did buy one, so if we did want to do that, but...
That's sort of like when you roll it out and you cut them, they're more like biscuits.
Yeah. Did buy some the other day, I was like, just in case. There we are. So now this goes in the fridge for half an hour. And then at that time we'll warm up the oven. Then we will, I think they've got to go in there for 10-12 minutes. Then we'll see what they'll be. That should be it then. Then we take them out, let them cool, then we give them the final review. They now go in there for half hour. Then we'll come back and see how they're doing. Washing up time! But before I forget, oven. Can't forget the oven. So the instructions say it needs to go to, what does it say in the book, my dearest?
175 centigrade or 350 Fahrenheit.
So 175.
American pals.
So that is about right. So that warm up now. So it'll be like super warm by the time it comes. There we are. That's warming up. Yeah. So that'll warm up quite a nice and hot in half hour. So we can bang them in for 10 minutes. Then. Well, we can't have them straight away. We have to wait for them to cool down. But that was quite easy. How do you think that was?
It's baking's easy.
Yeah, no. I'm just saying more like I thought it was going to be.
No, it's just a lot of mixing.
Yeah, I was like, that's quite easy to do. I'm like, that's not too bad at all. It's quite good. I like that.
It's just putting everything together at the right time and making sure. I can never remember. Like some things you're not meant to touch too much because you need air in it, like cakes.
Yeah.
So it's like touching as little as possible, and then there's other stuff. And it's just
Yeah.
I just don't care enough about baking. So you just buy it.
Yeah, true. But I wanted to try it. I want to make...
My mum did recommend shortbread, so maybe we'll try that next.
Yeah, shortbread.
Is easy.
Shortbread. Would like to try that out. Chocolate shortbread though.
Gingerbread though, burnt my finger on it. Don't need it.
I could skip out on ginger.
Your cookies timer is up.
Alexa, stop. So it's time to go and get the cookies out the fridge. All firmed up quite nicely. And now they go in the oven for 10 to 12 minutes. Just gonna double check the time to make sure I don't get that wrong. Yeah, 10 to 12 minutes, then take it out to cool down. So that works well for me. So open up the oven door. Alexa, set a 10-minute timer. That oven is boiling hot. It's been on for half hour, so we now just wait 10 minutes. Then the cookies should be done. So it's been 10 minutes. Oh my god, they are big boys. Right, I'm gonna say 1 more minute, then they'll be good. Right, it's time. It's been 11 minutes. Let these cool on here for half hour. Let's see how they are shortly, but look how big they are. Yeah, so they're just now still really soft at the minute, so need to let them cool down just on the side. Room temperature, then they'll be all good. But we do have some little bits here which just overspill from the sides of these cookies, so I'm going to just take these in. I think these are quite big. I've just got some little bits here. Yeah, so we've got some little bits there. We'll try those after we've finished dinner. So we've got the little bits. This is like a pre-teaser. It probably will be harder, but I think the taste is there. So just a little teaser from the, obviously the main thing will be better later. What do you reckon?
Very tasty.
Very nice.
How long are we going to wait for the cookies to be done?
Doesn't say, it just says cool down. So I said half hour.
We'll go poke them now.
Because we're impatient, we've come to poke them now. Wait a moment, before you bang yourself, get the scoopy scoop. Because if you burn yourself, I won't hear about it for the next week. You boys know what I'm talking about. If they burn themselves, you won't hear the end of it. So good.
So we've got 6 really good ones here. Then we've got some like odd ones, which obviously kind of just squish on the side of the tray. So maybe it's something to take into consideration in the future. So if we do get 9, we put some on a different tray. So that's a solid bloody goddamn job.
They look like the ones you get from the shop.
Yeah, shop, bakery, little market store. Oh, what's this? This bit's got a bit of white chocolate in.
You need some stuff to dip it in.
Dip it in.
Chocolate.
We're now sitting down just watching the movie, but all the little bits and like the odd cookies that didn't go to are not going to waste. We're going to have those by watching a movie. So I'll give a proper full review later on. So it's time to taste the proper thing now. We've tried the like little off bits and the off like broken bits, whatever, but we're trying the proper thing now. It's still slightly warm.
This one is a bit gooier than the rest.
That's fine. It's to be expected, but here we go.
This is why I think it'd be good to try them in the air fryer, because that'll cook them equally, whereas this would cooks them in different places.
Yeah, air fryer might be a good shout. We might try that in the future then, in the next round.
Good cookie.
Good. I'm impressed. It's like crunchy on the outside, but nice and soft in the inside. I'm going to give that a good solid. I'm going to go 8 out of 10.
I'll agree with 8.
Yeah. For a first attempt, yeah, I think it was solid. Yeah, really good. I enjoyed that, and we'll do some more and some funky ones in the future. But so that was the cookie making done there. Hopefully you did enjoy. It was a lot of fun, and I think I want to do like some more baking stuff. And in the future, I don't know what, maybe like little cakes or whatever, but shortbread might be a thing we might do next. But if there's anything you would like to see us like give a go, if it's like a food or anything like that, let us know in the comments down below, because I'm up for trying anything, and I've got a bloody kitchen to bloody use. So if you want to see more baking content and whatnot and just messing around in the kitchen, let us know in the comments down below and give us your suggestions. But if you did enjoy this video, make sure you leave a like, don't forget to subscribe and ding dong the bell as well to be notified when next week's video goes live, where you'll tune in to see what could happen next. And you never know what could happen. We could have a day in the kitchen again, we could be out and about, or going on an adventure. So tune in to see what could happen. But thank you very much for watching. Love your faces. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.